Hello. I had this mildly original idea that I wanted to talk about why devs and ops is not always a happy marriage. And now it seems to me that we haven't spoken about anything else the last 2 days. So bear with me. Oh, maybe that just means that I'm onto something. Well, we all worship and adore Jess Humble, and we read the book and we've read all the slides and seen all the graphics, and DevOps is the way we want to go. I mean, there's no reason to rehash what the other guys already said. Oh, sorry, I need to speak into this one. What the other guys said, basically. Fill in. You remember what they said yesterday? We're onto something here. Okay, so what is a developer? Well, this is me and some of my friends back in the previous millennium. We went to university and we learned to develop software. And what does that mean? Well, we learned about algorithms, stuff like this. We did learn about execution time and what was efficient and what was not, and we learned to solve the traveling salesman problem and other interesting stuff. But what we didn't learn so much about was the real life. And though we were talking data models, such stuff as databases was simply not scientific enough for us to hear about. So databases, I didn't know what a database was when I left university. Too bad. Another thing I definitely did not know about was operations. That was a word that wasn't in the vocabulary at all. Much like the revolution Mike mentioned this morning, we were in a paradigm where operations simply, it wasn't there. Didn't know the word. So, what do developers do? Well, they build stuff, and we learned to build fancy, intricate stuff, and some may even think it was beautiful, or maybe it's just odd. We did build a lot of stuff. And to build this stuff, we made up advanced pipelines that could do all kind of fancy stuff in series and in parallel and whatever. We could build just what we wanted. And we did that. And we started to build something and we thought it was good. And then we started to build some more and more and more. So we started with good and made it better, incrementally, making it better. Not 7 days, but 8 days it took to reach the ultimate. And we loved that because we could keep making changes until we got what we wanted. And then comes this friendly guy, and he says, I'm an operations guy, and I make stuff run, and I say, good, nice fellow, and we chat, and everything is good, very friendly. And the only thing is that he speaks in a strange language. I don't understand half of the words that he's using because he's from a different planet, obviously. But he's very much into this, and well, it doesn't make any sense to me, but he seems to believe that a solid structure is what you need, something that won't be blown over when the big bad wolf comes up and blows at it. So something stable, that's what he prefers. He really likes that. And so once he has built something that is indeed stable and it's standing where it should, well, then you better not touch it because you don't want it to fall over. And that is the soul of the operations guy. He wants things to be stable, stay where they are, don't change anything if you can avoid it. And we wanted to build our own small increments and have all our changes. And this is basically what the operations guy says to me when I come with my small changes. Can we change this? And he just says, speak to the hand. No, we can't change it. So what we end up with is this bunch of guys speaking in different languages. They all mean very well and they're good at whatever they do. But the end result doesn't change a lot. So, what to do to bring this world together? Well, this is how it often feels, at least from the operations perspective, when you start working with the developers. This is what you get, ugly stuff thrown on your head. And what can you do? Well, the initial meeting of operations and developer might seem a little dramatic. It's not exactly romantic at first look anyway, but to join the worlds of development and operation, there is a saying that you should walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, and in some cases that can be painful. Walking a mile in any of these shoes doesn't look very pleasant, but that's the thing that it takes to bring together different cultures, is that you need to work closely together to learn and appreciate each other and find the rhythm so you can finally work together and make beautiful stuff happen.